Welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a yoga flow with a heavier focus on the legs. Before we get started, if you happen to have yoga blocks or a strap available to you, I do suggest getting them out. It's better to have them. If you don't need them, then to not have them and find out later that you do need them. So you can also use anything else to fill in space, phone books, whatever. You guys will figure that out. So, yoga for the legs. We're going to start at the top of our mat today, and you're just going to really kind of broaden through those toes, push those hips forward, pull your abs in, take the shoulders back, pull the kneecaps up, breathe. So many things. Check, 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 check. All right, so right here, starting in our nice mountain pose. And with each inhale, take a little bit of the opportunity to grow length through the body. So, stretch out, get a little bit taller. Slow down your breathing. Let go of anything that has not worked today or stressed you out. Speaking of, I've been having mic issues today, so if it goes out, hopefully I catch it, but if not, I do apologize. Take the hands to the heart. Take a nice, good, deep breath in. And then as you exhale, shift the hips back, soften those knees, and fold it forward. Keep that generous bend in your knees, just to be sure that you are easing into the low back, especially on this first one. See how you feel. Inhale, roll that up. Shoulders all the way up and back. When you circle them back forward, inhale, take it up. Stretch the arms overhead this time. Exhale, fold it forward, bending in the knees if you need to, or if you're feeling like you are loosening up already, you can start to stretch them back, but no locking out the knees. Inhale, take it up to halfway fold. Send your body weight forward through the pad of the foot right behind the toes. Shift the shoulders back, pull those abs in, and then roll it back down. Inhale, take it all the way up overhead. Reach. We're going to take one more of those, so a really good warm up here into the legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it back down. Roll it up. As we come up here, we are going to cross the right leg behind the left, and then exhale, forward fold there. So you'll notice that you're working on that balance a little bit, and you can adjust the feet, find a distance and a space that works for you. Ease into that upper body here, soft bend through both knees, but the back leg will be just a little bit straighter. And you should kind of have that outside stretch on the right leg. If you don't, you can make this just a little bit bigger by bending that left knee forward and swinging those hips to the right, but you're going to keep both feet flat on your mat. And then we're going to inhale. Take that all the way up. And we're going to come to the ball of the left foot here in the front. You guys can kind of adjust your footing along the way if you need to. So you're going to kind of get sassy, drop in to that right hip. I don't know if you can see there. Sit it down and back like you would in a squat, and push this hip out towards the back corner of your mat. So we're stretching big into this outer sciatic area here. Good. And you can build on this stretch as you sink into it a little bit here if you need to. Ooh, find the balance. And then we'll pull that hip forward, step this left foot back. Inhale, take those arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften it down. We're gonna roll this back up, and then this time we're gonna take the left foot behind the right. Take those arms up again. Forward fold. Really let the body soften and relax here. This is a great place for a block, especially if you have one side that is tighter than the other. But if you're here and you don't feel any sort of stretch, even if you're on the block and that stretch isn't through this outer side of the leg, bend that front knee, swing those hips to the left, keeping both feet flat on your mat. And then we'll swing them back up to the center, coming to the ball of the right foot. Send those hips forward, check your footing, and then down and back, just like a squat, taking this left hip to the corner of the mat. So putting some work into this leg already, challenging the balance, but also hopefully having this nice, good sciatic area stretch. Hugging the abs in so you're not flaring the tummy towards the floor. Support your low back here, and then we will inhale, bring that up. Step it back to your starting mountain pose. Inhale, take those arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Hopefully feeling a little bit looser here. We will inhale, roll it up halfway. And same thing, check with those abs. Soft bend in the knees, shift the hips back. Stretch those arms out to the front. We're gonna push from the feet. Inhale, come on up, raise the right arm. Exhale, forward, hips back. Inhale, left arm. Exhale. And inhale, your legs are doing the work for you here. Do not rely on that low back to get this movement. Exhale. Inhale, push forward. Pushing all of that foot into the mat, toes down to the heels. Hug those abs in. These can get tough quick, but I have no doubts you guys are doing an awesome job. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, hold it here. Send the weight forward into the front of the foot, kind of this area here, just a little bit. Good press. Stretch those hips back, stretch those arms forward. Few breaths here. I know this is tough. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale. Drop those arms down. We will shift this left foot back. And we'll inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, pull the hips back as you fold forward, framing this leg. Step it forward, roll it up, shoulders up and back, and then we will step the right leg back, pull the hips back, send the body forward, framing the left leg. Great place for a block. Again, if you need it, just filling in space. We will take that one forward and roll it up, shoulders up and back. Kind of check in with everything. We are going to take the left leg back again. Find your balance. Good deep breath in. Hips pull all the way back. And then we will drop this right arm, hand, fingertips down. Open up this left side. Hips stay squared to your mat. Ooh, a lot of balance. Big stretch through that right leg. Close it down. Step it forward. Deepen into your forward fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, roll it down. Pick it up, hug those abs in. Step the right foot back. Same thing, pull the hips back. Ease it forward. Left hand connects to the mat or to the fingertips or to your block. That is up to you. I'm going to take my block on this side just because this is my tighter side. Pull the hips back. Roll open this right arm. Make sure those hips are down towards your mat. Don't lose your stretch. And then we will drop that down. Take it forward. Great place for a strap here. As we roll up, we will pick this left leg up and hug it in towards you. So balancing on this right leg. Now, if you need that strap, if you're not able to get up nice and high, you can hold the strap instead. You can grab from the front of the leg, but if you have sensitive knees, I suggest coming from underneath. Send those hips forward, tuck those abs in, shoulders out of the ears. And then we will swing this leg, step it back, kind of gearing in towards a crescent lunge stance. So we're not in a warrior, facing forward. We'll bend down into the front leg, hug those abs in, and send the body at an angle kind of towards the corner of your ceiling. We are not going to come to a lunge, so your back leg isn't going to bend. We're just going to bend down into that front leg. Lower, you should still see your toes. Push the body up. Exhale, lower. And push. This isn't fast. You are in control of your muscles here. They do not control you. We're going to come down on this last one and hold it here. Your back foot is for stability. It's carrying a little bit of your body weight, but most of your body weight should be set over this front leg. You may feel a sciatic stretch here if it's tight, but for the most part, you should just feel work. I won't leave you here real long. Push from that foot, from that heel, take it forward. Spin. I always travel. Spin yourself forward. Check the distance between your ankles. Start with them right under your wrist and adjust in or out from there for your comfort. Toes towards the top corners of your mat. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, forward fold here. Turn the toes forward. Deepen into this forward fold. And then we will inhale, roll that up and back. And then we will just turn those toes over here. So you should be on your left leg, opposite side. Same thing, not a lunge. So we're not lowering that back knee. Kick it back, maybe a hip flexor stretch. Check how this front knee ankle feel. Lower down and press. So kind of like a one-legged leg press here. Lower and push. I'm going to wiggle out because I want to make sure that as I come down, my knee is over my ankle. Press and lower. Send your body weight forward over this leg, so kind of leaning up at that angle. Good, nice and easy. This knee comes straight forward towards your second and third toe. Lower it down here. Nice and strong hold. Let this leg work. Hug those abs in. Back knee kicks nice and strong. You can put your arms wherever you would like. If they are on your leg, you're not supporting your upper body weight there. You should still be able to move them. Press it up one last time. Take it back forward. Turn those toes to the front. Inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Very, very good. Bending the knee, but taking the hips back. So we're not leaning forward, we're sitting back, side to side. Really working on your breath here. Take it back to the center, forward fold, inhale, roll that up. Turn those heels in. You can adjust your footing if you need to. I like to be a little bit wider here. All right, hips tuck forward, abs, rib cage kind of pushes down, pull in. I'm definitely over exaggerating this. Lower down. So the booty, you are not in the nightclub, no sticking the booty out, no free drinks here. Take those knees out. We are going to lift the right heel 5 times. So lift, hold, and lower. Strengthening the feet. 4 and 5. That leg working, shaking. 5 on the left. Same thing. Lift the heel. Keep those hips low. Don't rise up out of it. I mean, if you need to pull back on that work a little bit, yeah, come on up. But stick with it here if you can. You have 2 more. And then lower that down. Now, I like to kind of, if I'm working with both, I like to kind of scooch in a little bit. So take those hips down. I am connecting to my legs, but I'm not dumping my body weight there. See if you can lift both heels, very, very challenging. Lower those hips and set them down. Turn those toes forward. We're still wide. How wide is up to you. Hug those abs in. Do not lock your knees out. Inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, half fold. So when you are here in half fold, you should hear even pressure throughout the whole foot, so you're not leaning really far forward into the toes. You're also not pushing back into the heels where you can lift those toes up. Solid, even pressure. You should be feeling work through those hamstrings right now. Send those arms out. Inhale, push from those feet. Stand back up again. You're not letting your low back do the work. Those legs are doing the work here. Hug those abs in. Push those hips forward like you got a penny in between the booty cheeks back there. Squeeze as you come forward. You have 2 more. Last one. Inhale. Take it forward. Very good. Shift your weight over to the left leg. Step the right foot in. Draw this knee up. And then see if you can extend this leg out for standing staff pose. A lot of work here in the quad. A modification is to tap the heel down and lift. So if here, and it's already shaking, is not, if they're tired, take the modification. We will build up to it. Send this leg back in, out to the side. Same thing. Shift the body weight over to the right leg. Draw that left knee up. Hug those abs in, straight out, standing staff. Lowering and lifting if you need that. Good. I'm going to take a few modifications here at the end. Getting tired? Set that foot right down next to the other. You guys can stay here. I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see what I have going on. I'm going to squeeze my inner thighs together. Knees, ankles, big toes. That is important. Squeeze those big toes together. Lift those heels. And then lower down. Nice and easy from here. If you need to take a break and lower those heels, you can. Squeeze everything together into the center. Don't let everything start buckling in or out. Woo. Find your balance here. So lift those heels. Find something to stare at. Kind of help you find this balance and stillness. Not easy. I lost it. Keep those ankles in. Modification, if you need to, take those fingertips down to the mat, but do not put all of your weight in them. Still challenge yourself. Come back to it if you can. Feet are on fire. That is okay. Send those hips on back. Oh, wiggle. Stretch through those feet. If you need to take a nice bend in the legs here, if the hamstrings are real tight, you can go ahead and do that. But we're going to inhale, take those arms all the way up, hug the abs in, flat back, fold it forward, let the hands fall where they may. Block if you need to be a little more comfortable. All good options up to you. Peel those toes up. See if you can lengthen a little bit here. Good deep breath in, and then exhale. Soften it down, seated forward fold. And gently roll yourself back up. We are all going to start with the modification, so follow me. Squeeze those feet up, not real close. You want to have room to move here. Fingertips forward. We're going to come into reverse tabletop. Push from your legs. Push those arms up and open to lift the chest up to the ceiling. So here we go. Good deep breath in and exhale. Lift and open. So nice reverse tabletop here. Do not let those knees start coming open. Don't roll to the outsides of your feet. This is the modification. So if you hate the next one, come back here. There's still good work. But if you would like a little bit more of a challenge, reverse plank. Step those feet out. Drive them into the floor. Big push from those arms. Legs are working. Abs are working. Everything is working. Lower it on down. Very good. Take those hips forward. Ease yourself back. Wiggle out those wrists if you felt a little bit of pressure in there. I'm going to get the microphone out of the way before I crush it. All right. Tuck those hips forward and under. Just kind of lengthen into the low back here for a second. We can go ahead and cross this right leg over, active through this left foot, and you can draw the left leg up, reach it through. And I'm kind of using my right arm here, not to push, but to give a little bit of a roadblock so that this right knee cannot come flying in. You're going to lose your stretch there. This is a great stretch if you have sciatic pain. Oh, that is an awful pain. Active through those feet so we prevent overstretching. We're going to straighten this leg up so we can get a little bit of leverage on not just that in, but also that down movement. If this is a tough stretch, don't start scrunching and tightening up. Stay relaxed. Drop that one down. Take those feet back to what would be your bridge pose. And we will take the opposite side. So same thing, I'm going to kind of get this elbow here so that this one can't fly in. I'm going to pull those feet up using my right leg to guide my left leg in and down. this could feel completely different than the opposite side. So usually one side is tighter and stronger, while the other side needs a little more attention. So if this feels different, don't force it, don't make it feel the same. Just focus on where it's at today, and then over time, we will work those imbalances out. Kick this leg up so that now a little bit of that pressure is coming down as well. Should feel just a little bit different. Lots of good work for those legs today. I am proud of you guys. And even if you had to take those modifications, don't sell yourself short. Don't say, oh, I didn't do it good enough, or I didn't do enough. Even with those modifications, that's a lot of good work. So be proud of yourself. Ease this one back down. Step those, if you are in the center of your mat, step those feet to the edges. Curl those hip points up and forward. So tuck, pull those abs into the floor. Send the legs to the right. Even if they do not make it to the floor, that's okay. Don't force them. Pull the abs in and keep the body centered to the ceiling, to the sky if you are outside. Or you can kind of slightly turn yourself to the left to deepen this twist. But you do not want to turn to the right. You don't want to turn towards those legs. You'll lose the stretch. Back up through to center. Fix the feet or the legs if you need to. Good deep breath in. And then exhale off to the left. Again, this could feel totally different on this side. Pull those abs in to support the low back here. There should be a nice stretch coming from the top of this hip flexor down through the quad. There should not be pain in the knees. And we'll draw those knees back up to the middle. Again, kind of lengthen and push that low back into the floor, so you're kind of lifting through the bottom of the glutes already. Hug those knees in. Again, you can pull and press from the tops of the legs. But if you have sensitive knees, that can get uncomfortable or it can irritate them later on. So if that's something that you experience, just don't push your luck. Grab from underneath, pull up, and then at the same time to kind of press down. I can tell that I am having a testy knee day. So I'm gonna grab here from underneath. It depends on the day. Some days they feel great and I can be here and no problems, but I can already see an issue here. So listen to your body. Good place for some ankle circles. You used your feet quite a bit today, so take good care of them. Stretch them out later if they fuss a little bit. Developing that balance really does require a lot of foot strength. So we're going to be working on that in time together. So it'll improve not just your imbalance, but the foot strength, and then they will work hand in hand together. Set those feet back down to the floor. As you lower these legs, a little bit of muscle control here to not let that low back roll forward. Keep that low back pressing into the floor. And you can take one at a time if you need to, or you can lower them together, focusing on that control. A little bit of bonus ab work there. Stretch those legs out. You can give them a little shake. Wiggle through the arms, kind of open the shoulders to the floor. Before we go fully into Shavasana, I always like to give everybody a modification for this pose because we don't see that very often. If you have a sensitive low back, this can feel like a lot of pressure in there. So if you're here and you're like, the low back just doesn't feel great, you're supposed to be relaxing. You cannot relax if it doesn't feel good. So in that case, what I recommend is step those feet again to the edges of your yoga mat and take those knees into the center, tuck those hips forward, and it just, you might be a little more comfortable here. Test that out if you need it. You're here in Shavasana waiting on me to quit talking. Take a good deep breath in. And then exhale, start your vacation breathing. Let the knees fall open. You can take any adjustments, any movements that feel good today. Your next breath really open and expand these lungs. Breathe into the low belly and just hold it for a second, and then let it go out through the lips and really empty it out all the way. Excellent job today. I hope that you were able to relax there for just a couple seconds. You are more than welcome to stay and just veg out, but at some point we do have to rejoin the world, the universe. So go ahead, just swing those ankles side to side, check in, maybe some circles. I cannot leave you feeling like a wet noodle for the rest of your day. So you can interlace the fingers, or you can just stretch out overhead, point the toes, open each shoulder, kind of like you are just waking back up to a better, more beautiful day than when you started, hopefully. Bring those feet in, roll yourself off to the side, and we will come back on up here together. I feel like my hair is probably all crazy, but I don't care. I feel good. Take the hands to the heart, and on your next breath in, really breathe up tall through the back, through the chest. Nice. Good deep breath in. Exhale, hold this here and push those shoulders down to the ground. We'll take another good deep breath in together. And then we will take that forward. Namaste. Very good job today. I am proud of you guys. That was not easy, but hopefully it made you feel good. A little bit of work in the legs. We will do another exercise this week with a focus more on upper body. So look for that. Subscribe if you haven't already so that it is easy to find. More videos are on the way. I will see you guys again very soon.